Hi, teacher.
All right. Okay, Boon Feng is here.
Yes, I'm here.
All right. Sugi,
Yes.
Liang Yi,
Yes.
Zimin.
Yes.
All right, Wen Han.
Yes, sir.
Right. Moon Hui. Matthew. Matthew, are you here? Jin Bao.
Yes, sir.
All right, Chin Wen.
Yes, sir.
All right, Kelly.
Yes, sir.
Tong En. Xin Yi.
Yes, sir. Teacher.
All right,
Uh,
Jiaga.
teacher.
Who?
I am Catherine Hasina. Tong Wi-Fi have problem.
All right, she's here, right?
Sure.
What do you mean?
Matthew is here.
Get who? Matthew.
Teacher, Jala is here.
Jiaga. All
Yeah.
right, Paymin.
Yes, I'm here.
Matthew is here, Matthew.
Yes.
All right, Wang Jin
Yes, sir, I'm here.
and Wan Ching. Wan Ching is here.
Yes, sir. Hello.
All right. Okay, Moon Hui is here, Moon Hui. Man Hui. Okay, now, all right. Okay, I just want to give, okay, Paymin, you can open up your webcam, all right?
Yes.
Okay, Paymin, okay. I want you to demonstrate for us, okay? How actually you draw a coconut tree?
Coconut tree.
Yes.
You want the realistic one or the
I want you to sketch, not the detailed one, okay, the sketch line. How you construct your constructive line to
just sketch
draw
a coconut tree lah.
the sketch. Sketch one coconut tree for me already. Using your imaginations. What brushes do you use there, Penny? The type of the brushes there. What type of brushes is that, right? W9G4P is it, the brush's name? Is it? That's a basic structure, is it?
Yes.
Why the coconut, what we call that? Look a bit more like erotic there, the fruit there.
I just draw the structure first.
The structure first, okay, right, okay. How tall is it, the coconut, right? Tree. How about the line structure that define the whole, what we call it, form of the coconut there? Sure, the coconut tree look like that. What we call it, the leaves itself. This one is the stylizations, or these were based from the actual design for the coconut tree there, Amy. Okay, can you hear me?
Yes.
Hmm. This is one.
Okay.
This is a stylized kind of coconut tree, or is a based from the actual design there, I think, of the coconut tree there. Okay, wait up a minute. Let me actually share the screen. We call it print the screen there. Okay. Okay, now Paymin, okay, can you actually draw for us one characters?
Character.
One characters, yeah, from our first assignments there. I just want to give some examples there, okay, from our friends, okay, how actually some of the people actually do the work there. How actually you construct the constructor's line before you sketch and add some of the details there. If you want to draw chibi character, also quite easy there, right? Quite easy to sketch it out there, right? So I don't want you to spend a lot of time, more than half an hour to draw one character there. But at least if you can speed up your times a bit more, like 5 minutes, one character is more than enough there, right? So we can actually give some sort of like some good examples that we have from here. Okay?
Oh, okay.
Chibi characters right there, the same character that you have been working on before for our designer, right? For our what we call that assignments. It's okay if you have to zoom in a little bit to make sure that the whole basic structures that when you draw is going to be right there, right? When you draw it. All right, so for paving, okay, if you take a look closely there, guys. All right, she did not actually sketch out some of the details, okay, for her design, okay, in order to develop the right kind of understanding and ideas from there. I don't know whether these are going to be the normal kind of method that she's been practiced, okay, all the times, right? Or maybe she's just do it because have you actually have done a demonstration in front of people before? Amin?
Huh? Yeah?
Have you done any demonstration in front of people
No.
before?
No.
No, this is your first time, huh?
Yes.
Hmm? This guy or girl is a baby or what we call that a super deformed kind of adults there or teenagers. Hmm? All right, take a look, guys. Okay, she doesn't actually use the basic structure that she has done before. Maybe because when she designed the structures, right, she just actually made it up just to give and only a guideline. Okay, then she will improvise, right, all the design itself when she start to clean up the line. Okay, when she start to finish up the line there. Okay, and redesign back again based on the guideline structure that she did. But of course, this kind of methods is maybe is comfortable to her there, okay? But not all of us will have the same kind of understanding there. That's why whatever that she's done right now is the same as I showed you guys before. Most of us will imagine back again the compositions, the form in our mind and construct back again into the structure that we have done, but improvise them, modify them all the time. We always change our ideas there all the time. We don't follow exactly the structures there, depending on the situations there, from the certain situations there. Not all the time, basically, we are going to follow our basic structure, but the basic structures is very important for us to develop our first foundations there. Foundations there, okay? If the girls, right, girls, ladies, right, okay, actually familiar with doing the wake up, right, okay, makeup, right, okay, you don't actually just paint your face before you add some foundation, right? This is what I understand, right? Okay, so you have to paint or develop some foundations layers there first before you add those detail on your makeup, okay? This is a normal thing happens. The process that always happens when we actually paint or develop some sort of what we call that, some of the basics kind of structures for any kind of works there. You build up the car also, there's a foundations there. You build up the house also have the foundation there. We not build up the things like the Lego there, right? The Lego also have the basic structures there. Basically, they have a blueprint, all right? But we can actually develop, modify from that blueprint, from that basic structures there. Same thing. Right? So you guys can see there, okay? So some of your friends way or techniques that they develop, okay, along the way, all right, to develop their design and styles. But of course, this is not a clean-up line. This is not a finishing drawing there. These are still a stage of what we call that sketching there, okay, develop those ideas there. Then she will going to erase these layers later on, okay, right? Because I don't know, yeah, she will erase them, right? Okay, maybe the formations, okay, right? The curve kind of formations will not get right. Maybe she has to curve it down there, okay, depending on the way that she's going to design them, right? But she has the idea in her mind there, where the direction that she will go from here to there, okay? So for some of you guys think that we don't need to sketch out your ideas first before we develop our details. You have to check back again how well you actually can develop your skills for this illustration subject. Okay? Have you finished that payment? Not yet. You can just finish up your last line, okay? You don't have to clean up a bit more, right? All right, thank you. All right, thank you there, okay? So you guys can see right now, right? How actually some of us still do the same thing, right? I'm not actually give you guys some of the, oops, sorry the payment right there, I didn't actually share the screen first. Where is it just now, right? Okay. So if you take a look back again, guys, okay, this is what basically the methods of working on it, right? Okay? But for me, maybe, okay, from my observations, maybe when she started to draw that coconut, right, okay, she doesn't have enough kind of understanding on what is going on there. All right. Okay, for example, here, if you take a look here, right, okay, if you take a look at this stage here, right, when she wants to draw the basic foundation of those coconut there, okay, see, can you see what are the difference there between this drawing and this one? When she starts to draw human being or chibi characters or whatever that design that she wants to draw, that she has been familiar is, right, she can start with the basic structures there. Right, basic structures there, right? Okay, basic structures that works. Right? But of course, okay, because of she is just working with that kind of structures without thinking first the anatomies or the main kind of what we call that features on her works there, because she know what she's going to do there, because she's already have her own kind of way of working there. But for most of you guys there who really want to pursue you guys yourself to become a anime, manga kind of styles there, right? I don't say that you cannot work like Paymin there, okay? But the point is right now, can you really develop those understanding on the basic structure before you clean up those lines there? That's the questions that you have to ask yourself, right? You have to ask yourself whether I have that kind of understanding there before I'm going to refine back again my design. If you don't have, I would suggest for you to follow exactly what I actually have show you guys how it looks. Even though I'm just actually working with those design, okay, from payment idea, but of course the design is not that finished there, okay, but we can use as a part of a reference situation, right? Reference that. So I'm not actually just following them, I'm going to improvise back again, okay, from what she has done there. Okay, not actually try to copy there, okay, but try to design a little bit as close as I can, because I can actually also memorize some of the things there, right? Okay. So as I told you guys before, and for the rest of your friends, right? If you cannot actually work comfortable in your way of working there, for example, right, you not actually have good kind of understanding there to draw, okay, from your wild imaginations. Go back into basic structure first. Why actually I draw and repeat some of the line there? Because I want to make sure that when I develop my kind of cleanup line here, for example, right, I have a very clear kind of understanding where should I go from here. Okay, where should I go from here? Those are the most important thing why actually we have to develop our understanding when we draw basically our line, our constructive line there. All right, this is what importance here. She's draw a dress a bit more like the character has a turtleneck, right? Really? But of course, okay, I just want to show you guys where we can go from here. If you have enough kind of understanding on your own works, okay? Because I have this kind of questions from some of the friends there, right? Okay, they say why I don't like anime there, right? So I give a lot of detailed explanations there, okay? If you take a look at my demonstration previously, I have drawn a lot of reference that depends on that from anime and manga kind of stuff, chibi characters and non-chibi characters. The problem is your kind of understanding when you draw that anime styles. It's not right. The technique is wrong. The understanding of proportion is wrong. The stroke also wrong. And there's a lot of weakness in your foundations, fundamental kind of drawings. All right. So I see a lot of mistakes from there. Then I ask you to redraw back again, do some research, and sketch it out a bit more. All right. Not because I don't like, right? Don't find a very stupid excuses there. Because you lazy, you thought you want to blame on me. because of your laziness. Okay? So take a look there, guys, okay? I'm not actually, I really opened up my mind, but the problem is some of you guys just want to be anime manga style that you thought is quite going to be look cool for you, for your presentations. But the reality is you don't have that level of skill that require for you to draw that kind of styles. Because your foundations, your basics is weak. You don't actually develop that kind of understanding on the basic principle of drawing or illustrations that is. That's why you have to learn from the beginning back again. All the lessons that I actually go through with you guys will came into that range of learning process. All right, the tree. Okay, pay me direct. Okay, this is what happens, okay, all the time there. Not only you pay me direct, even though you can draw some of the styles of your comfort kind of zones. When we want to draw a coconut tree there, right? You have also quite a very awkward kind of moment there, right? See? Is it right? You don't know where to start, where to move, what type of styles or drawing that you want to draw there, even though you want to draw some simplified kind of shapes there, right?
Yeah.
Is it true there, Paymin?
Yeah.
That kind of feeling is normal there, okay? Normal there. Don't worry there. I'm not trying to accuse you anything there, okay? Offend you anything there. Those are the normal thing happens there, guys. So take a look at these shapes over here that she tried to draw. If you draw like this, right, they become what? What shapes of leaves it is? It's a banana leaf there, right? Okay, banana leaf there. Okay, this one right here is more into palm tree or coconut tree, but this one also is not realistic, you know. I simplified them a bit. Okay, I simplified them a bit there. But it show basically, right, the objective of our purpose when we design them. Right, the purpose of we design those trees there. So I'm going to do the line of actions that define the log of this tree there. Right? So I draw the line of action steps before I'm going to draw the whole bunch of it. Okay. Yeah. So this is what basically happened to most of people there. When we change the subject matters there suddenly, right? Sometimes you will go back into your old way of drawing there, right? And when you draw also, right, just not right, you don't actually have the attentions to close up back again. Right, for me, you want to draw there, right? If I want to draw a simplified kind of coconut tree there, right, I can do it also like the simplified, right? Simple there. This is one of the simplifications there of the coconut tree there. You can see some of the games, right? Casual apps games, they use this kind of methods that works. This kind of styles that works. Okay, from one of the simplifications right, on the shapes itself there. Right. Stylize. This one, not realistic, but it's close to the actual there, right? Can you see the way that I move my hands there, guys? When I draw the basic structures there first. right, to guide the coconut leaf kind of directions there, right? Then we will draw that again. So this week is all about develop your understanding back again to draw the elements that which represent basically, okay, the element, the props that actually been shown or been developed, okay, for the first assignment there. That means if you have this kind of character, for example, there, right? Some people want to draw a leech, right? I remember, right, that one of your friends want to draw a leech there. But the problem is when they draw them, looks quite not promising there, right? Okay, I can't actually digest, okay, the idea that they want to draw them like a leech there. See why I draw the leech there, right? Okay. All right. I have the line of actions that define the characters there, right? Okay. It's like a lava there, right? So what actually I want you guys to practice here today, this week, is to practice your sketch line. Practice back your sketch line there, okay? Just like a gestures line that we have done before there, right? Hey, Payment, have you actually done the gesture line exercise?
Yeah.
Gesture line exercise? Gesture drawing?
Which one?
Last week exercise there.
Last week.
Have you done
Last
it?
week. Haven't done it.
Haven't yet already. How about, okay, Matthew there, right? Okay, Matthew. Okay, I already have shown you, right, okay, and give you guys some sample and give also a very hard kind of comment on your works. Can you share your screen and show us how actually you develop that kind of gesture drawings there based on the reference that you have? Can you show us, Matthew? Share your screen here.
The drawing that I drew before.
No, you draw on the spot there, right? Did you draw on the spot? I've been waiting for your drawings, right? Your update drawings, okay, you know, my website, right? Until now, I didn't get it there. Right. Can you draw on the spot? I want to see what are your mistakes that we can correct back again. Don't worry there.
Okay.
I won't bite you there. I won't eat you guys alive here. Now open up your screen, share your screen there. Because this is very important there, guys, okay? Because all of you guys there, if you can't develop the right kind of gestures line, right, when it comes to develop your skill of sketching, you will find yourself not actually develop the level of understanding when you learn to develop your skills. Okay. Matthew, can you actually share this picture? Okay, share the picture first. All right. Let me. Right. Click to the screen there, right? Okay. Okay, good. Okay, shall you continue there first? I want to see how you move your hands when you draw them.
Sorry that the Wi-Fi here is a
Lagging a bit.
little bit
It's
lag.
okay. It's okay. It's okay. I just want to see how you start to draw. and what are the mistakes that you've been working on there, okay? And later on, you will take a look back again, how actually I solved this problem here back again, right? Okay? And learn from there, every one of you guys there. What type of brushes that you use there?
Soft round.
Can you zoom in a little bit,
I
right?
use soft.
Zoom in a little bit your brush. Zoom a bit more. Can you move your, can you draw something there? Okay. Because I think the latest kind of what we call that versions of Photoshop, okay, there has a lot of new brushes that actually quite good for you guys to explore there, right? Other than what actually I have there, right? Okay, this is what basically I can see the mistake that you have done there. I know that you have a very weak kind of. Can you share back again your screen? I can see that your weakness of those understanding on developing those kind of drawings there. Can you share back again those screen? Those drawing there, okay. Okay, hold it up, right? Hold back again. Hold back again. I want to print the screen there first. Okay, wait up there, right? All right, thank you. So let me share my screen back again. I want you guys to see what are the most of the common mistake that people have done there, okay? Maybe he beginning to develop his understanding there, okay, but it's not still not enough there, okay? Still not enough, you have to practice it more. All right, okay? For some of you guys who actually have developed this kind of understandings, it's okay, it's good there, okay? But don't change the way that you develop your drawings, okay, in order to fit basically your chance. So right now, if you take a look closely here, are this the size of the head or this is the size of the head? Right? It's a wall. And with the way that you control your line there. A lot of people draw like this one there. Right? See the way that I move my hands? Right. This is one of the common mistakes there. When I draw, I really carefully, when I move my hands there, right, I try to be more comfortable with my line. Okay? It's okay if we actually do a little bit kind of cross sketch kind of line like this. We just want to repeat the line because we want to make sure that we really understand how basically the structures are going to be look like there. See, we have my hands there. It's okay. And then continue to work with the hairline over here. See? But of course, while you're doing all these kind of movements, make sure you control your pressures when you draw. Okay? Same goes to this one. Okay, what is this there? Okay, the jaw. I believe the jaw are going to be look like this there. Okay, these are going to be the ears a bit, because we are not actually doing drawings that will only trace in the line of actions that define the whole pose. Where is it there? Okay, the line of action that define the whole pose that you should actually apply from there. And then if you look closely, okay, this is basically the chest of this guy. We learn basically anatomy here, not entirely a full kind of what we call that anatomy studies, but we try to study, right, the basic anatomies of human figures there, right? Okay. When you take a look your mistakes there, right? Okay, Matthew there, right? Okay, this is what basically I'm stressing it out for you there, okay? You don't follow exactly what I told. Study them back. Keep doing the things in the darkness there, okay? Even though I give you guys a light there, right? But you don't actually use that torch to light your way. You understand what I mean? Okay. Okay? You don't actually use them there, okay, in the right way. So those are the first mistake that you have done there, okay? See the way that I actually construct those lines there? Construct those lines. Even though I cannot actually, I draw from my kind of what we call that this reference there, right? See, I construct the line there. It takes time, I understand, right? I also takes a lot of time. Practice and practice along the way. But you cannot rely to draw all this stuff in a short time, right? Okay? 1 week, one drawings, and then you find, okay, I can draw now, I can stop there. You cannot actually get that kind of attitude without having a lot of discipline there. Just for the sake to practice a bit more. You see that? The difference between this one and this one. I really spend a lot of time to develop my understanding there. So now, yeah, if I have a privilege to understand the whole form of these structures there, right? Okay, what I can do, I will repeat a line over here like that. I will spend more times to develop more understanding when I start to draw, not just for the sake to complete the task, and then you can start with another assignments there. It's not that, guys. It's all about how you develop back again your kind of understanding there, from times to times. Okay? Break it out, right? Okay? You must be able to practice yourself to break all the shapes there in the right. I didn't draw an outline. Some people draw the outline there. When you draw like that, of course, I will reject your words. Okay? When I actually draw the right basic structures there to draw, break down into the structures there. That's how it goes. Everything came from the shapes. Everything, but of course, this picture is not that clear enough. So I have to redesign a bit more right there from there. You see that, Matthew, how it works? When I draw them, break down into the shapes there. So that's how it goes there, okay? This one,
Yes.
right? Can you imagine that? Right, even though when you draw this area there, you make mistakes there, right? Draw the shapes of it there, right? You have to study the anatomy there. You have to be open up a bit more on your mind there, right? To develop that kind of understanding from the shapes there. And also, do a little bit more kind of revisions. More revisions there, right? Because you want to be good at what you're going to do, even though, right, like Paymin, I don't know whether she actually have practiced her entire life to draw from real photos or not. Can you draw real photos there, Paymin? Real portraits?
Yeah.
Can you draw
Huh?
real portraits?
Practice with the real portrait person from the photo.
From the photos, can you imagine them when you draw?
What you mean?
Can you draw by using imaginations, real human there?
From imagination.
Uh,
Cannot.
Cannot, right? Okay, those
Need
are the
to
weakness there, right? Okay? So that's
do
why,
the.
okay, of course, you can have the specific kind of methods, okay, in your life later on. But the problem is, right now, I'm not talking about the styles there. I'm not talking about the specific styles there, right? Okay? I'm talking about the methods of drawing here. That most of you guys have to be improved. Okay? Have to be improved there. If you not improve the methods, the techniques, not the styles, in the right way, you will turn out to be drawn like this for the rest of your life. Okay? The methods, the motions there, the movements of the strokes. Okay? The motions of the strokes there. Right? Those are the things that you have to practice here. Right? The motions of the strokes. If I want to draw my own gesture drawing from here, right? My own gesture drawing there, right? Okay? In my own gesture drawings there, right? By not actually looking at the reference, I'm looking at the reference, but I'm not actually attached too much to the reference there. You see that? We're not talking about the specific style. This is not a style there. This is a techniques. A techniques to develop your kind of understanding, how to improve your drawing skills. Okay, how to improve your drawing skill. If you ask me sometime, okay, if you may ask me later on, okay, maybe you have that kind of question in your mind, how actually I can actually draw more quicker than what you have been experienced before, right? We're not talking about the details there. We're talking about the gestures line there. That define the structures itself there. Okay, structures line there. Okay, it's not a cartoon, but a gestures line. All this technique will basically been trained by all professionals there. That's why I want you guys to master them up. The way that you sketch. You don't want to turn out yourself to draw something like this anymore. You should feel ashamed you still draw like this later on. Okay? The sketch line there, okay? So train yourself from now on. Okay? This week, I'm going to give you guys a number kind of pictures that you need to draw. Go back into revisions there, okay? There's a few kind of example that I actually show from group 3 just now, how actually we develop the exercise there, right, okay? But you can mix them around there. But one of the most important thing that I want you guys to experience is to change the way you draw. When we sketch you are, because all the students this semester's multimedia students, by the end of week 14, you must be able to sketch in the right way. You must be able to develop the right kind of way to sketch. Because the foundation of the drawings, of the illustration itself, is you know how to sketch. If you don't know how to sketch, or if you seem to have this kind of issues there, you know basically you need to improve more. If for those who have submitted the works that's similar to this one, or maybe some of you guys work with this kind of line there, you see that right there, this kind of line. This one there, it's not a gesture line there. This is not a gesture line there, guys. This is a tracing line. I would say this is a tracing line. It's not a gesture line. See the line of the center point, the circle that define the shapes. He don't even draw the shapes in full sizes there, right? Why? Because you too attached to the pictures there. You don't actually develop your understanding from here. See the way that I draw this reference. You see that? This is what we want. Not halfway that you still attach with your pictures there. Even though you attach with your pictures, you still cannot draw it in the right way. So improvise according to the right method. This is the methods there that I want to show you guys how it works. The flows, the movements, the softness of your hands when you draw. Any questions? Now you see what are your mistakes, right? You must be able to analyze and to know where is your mistake. I already show you guys. So your job is right now to improve more and more from there. I'm not asking you guys to draw this one. We are not actually going into this. This one. I'm not asking you guys to draw this one. Maybe next semester, yes, in digital illustration classes there. What's the point that you can actually render it like this, but the proportion is wrong? We can see some of the. This is a very good exercise. A lot of people make a lot of assumption mistakes. You know why? They thought this is an actual portrait drawing. It's not. It is a technique to develop your understanding on developing the way to look at things in the right way. Okay? This is called continuous line blind drawing. It's a part of those exercises. Traditional kind of effective way to train our eyes to see things in the right way. Why you actually cannot draw exactly as what you actually trace from the pictures here. One of the reasons is because you didn't train your eyes to see things in the right way. This is one of the good example, one of the best kind of drawings of continuous line drawing that I saw for today there, okay? Okay, compared to this one and to this one. This is purposely she tried to draw, or this person tried to draw a portrait there. Can you see a lot of mistakes from here? This one. Rendering is quite okay lah, but the proportions, the nose, to draw the nose, the lip is wrong. This one. Okay? That's why I don't want to teach you guys rendering or shadings, even though we have go through with that. All right. If we take a look at my examples, this is illustration week 5. Introduction to illustrations, right? We have go through with one of the exercise there, right? Even though I give you guys these kind of examples here, this kind of what we call that exercise there, right? How many people make mistakes? How people can actually develop the right kind of understanding? Not all of you. Most of you make mistakes there. Even though you draw trace on top of the layers there. Why? Because, not because you don't know how to use Photoshop. I will only teach you guys using line drawings there. Right? Line drawings. I'm not asking you how to shading or as detailed stuff. I wonder, okay? But the problem is, see these drawings, what are the mistakes? The portion is not right. Simple as that. See the line, mix up the line there. This line is supposed to be right here, the thickness line. Because if you show like this one, it looks like an awkward kind of line there. See the hesitation, the shadings there? I believe the person that she tried to draw is very beautiful. Now she became alien. Right. This one is not, this one purposely been done to develop the understanding when they, this person when they draw, they didn't look at the, they didn't look at the what we call that, at the papers where they draw. They look at the reference there. So the eyes are going to connect it with their hands when they draw. This is one of the good kind of exercises. To train your eyes first. You want to become a very good illustrator, you want to become a very good designer or artist, you have to train your eye first to see things into the element of design. You understand what I mean here? Train your eyes to see things in the right way before you're going to connect it with your brain and your hands to draw. Okay? That's why if you draw from specific kind of character styles, I didn't impress much. Okay? Like some people actually can draw anime, manga styles, okay? I'm not impressed. Why? There's a millions kind of Japanese artists who can draw more better. Alright? So what makes you actually be the best at it? You have to compete with them. Don't be too proud if you can draw chibi or manga characters, right? Okay? Because there's a lot of people also can draw the same as better than as you are. Better than you are. I can draw better than you are. But I put myself in a positions to be more flexible in terms of developing styles there. People want manga, I can draw manga. If you want to draw American Japanese, I can draw the right Japanese American kind of styles there. I can draw the right. I can draw any kind of style if I want to. Why? Because the train that I have. That's why I want to train you guys to be more flexible there. If you restrict yourself to do more one particular styles only, you will end up to become like this one. All right. And you see how actually this person actually have improved from this one to this one there. All right. How long she trained? I think around July 8, 12. The best understanding there. See? How people can change. You also can change there. Okay, this one can be improved a bit more. But we can see a lot of improvements there. I bet you guys also can see your kind of improvement from time to time, right? We're not talking all this kind of things without any purpose there, right, guys? You have to compare yourself from what you have learned from my classes and from what you have known before. Have you changed a lot from there? Okay? Because this kind of person have been trained all the time. They follow exactly what, even though this drawing, right, they have also a certain kind of improvement. You have to improve a little more on the alignment, but it's a good try. It's a good kind of try, right? So learn to understand what is your mistakes, then you will improve. If you don't see your mistakes, you won't be able to improve that. So my kind of conclusions, basically, you need to develop your right way of skills there, of drawings. Some people say they don't sketch, they just draw. What is that? I can't understand that, because all professionals who actually done the writing, they start with sketch line, right? The sketch line they're writing, they sketch out your kind of drawing or character design before they're going to render them up back again and clean up the line there, right? Okay. Check back again the gesture line, how people draw the gesture, because this is a part of the basic fundamental training here. Right? This is a basic fundamental of drawings there. Exercise there, okay? To understand about the line, this is a little bit more like a continuous line drawing combined together with the shape itself. Right? Train yourself to develop all this kind of understanding there first. Alright? I already give you guys some shortcut way to develop those kind of understandings, but I believe you have to do more from there. You have to do more from there. Right. Right. From here, we can do a lot of shading and shades later on if you want. Right. But for me, it's more than enough for you to draw the gesture line there first, and then you can actually develop a bit more kind of functional of shapes by adding some sort of like shadows there. Okay. I'm using soft brushes, right, and to create the shadows there. Okay. But shadings for me is not that critical issues here, right? The issues right now were basically how actually you improve your way of controlling your strokes. You show this kind of drawings, when you go for interviews, people will more appreciate them, especially on the design firms, because they know that you study, right, figures drawing exercise, okay? And you will train yourself to speed up more on your times. Speed up a bit more, right? If you take a look how actually I paint, right, I can draw more quicker directly to solve some of the issues and problems here because of this exercise. Because of this exercise, you have to train yourself to develop basically a change the way you see things from now on as a part of those design students there. Every design student have experienced all these kind of methods of working. Not everything has to be complete all the time there, because this is a foundation that you have to improve. I told you guys, I teach you guys how to draw Okay, from every single position of drawings there, even though the character design in the early stage there. Okay, by using a fundamental methods there, not a professional methods there, fundamental methods there, but as a professional kind of training. You guys still cannot do it right. Okay, remember about this exercise there. Go through with it. Every one of you guys compulsory to subscribe my channels and do your own revisions back to back again. Okay, guys? Please subscribe my channels there. And then do your own revision back again on what I actually have been talking about. Okay? Because today kind of exercise before we're going to go through with the assignments for the crop design and illustrations for the backgrounds illustrations. They will come into right. Okay, this is one of it there. How to design the background, the writing, the element environments there, based on the reference that I have. All right. I sketch all these things a few seconds, a few minutes there, to come up with those ideas there. So you want to train yourself to be good at it. Train yourself to develop those sketches, line drawings. All right. Everything that you've been working on. What is it now? These three. All right. Huh? Came from all this kind of training. Yeah. Even the draw trees there, okay? And one of the videos that I showed is now what we call it in your class. I already show how I actually draw the coconut tree there, right? Okay. So the technique is the same. You have to train your hands to be more smoother, more fluid, okay, to those subjects, to those designs. Right? We train our students become a designers there. All right? Not an artist there, okay? A designer there. Designers need to know how to sketch in the right way. Okay? Okay, guys? Any questions there so far?
No.
All right, subscribe the channels there, right? And do your own revisions there, because I can see, right, not all people do as much as the revision that I have been showing. That's why you make mistakes. You don't follow exactly what I told. That's why you make a lot of mistakes there. All right. So subscribe my channels. This is not monetized kind of channels there. I already told you guys. We don't even have the what we call that. I don't know whether we have that, okay, but we didn't have those no change there, okay. Bell there, okay. But why you need to subscribe? Because you need to review back again. You need to revise back again the lesson that I show you guys. Don't worry about the finishing kind of work there. I don't care about it. Like paving, right? You only draw 2 characters there. I want to have 7. I didn't ask you guys, you actually to clean up, to bring the colors to your
I
presentation.
submit wrong as teacher. So
Okay, good,
I
right? So
understand.
that means, right, okay?
I will resubmit.
You understand, right?
Yeah.
Okay, okay.
I thought
Right, sketch.
that one is just a sketch or so I later submit the
But okay, you already know that, okay? Because we need 7 design, okay?
Yeah,
Sketch
I thought
ideas. I want to see your
sketch
ideas there first,
idea
okay?
one only I misunderstood lah, so I will submit later.
Yes, yes, right, okay? And the other thing is, remember, right, okay, guys? This stage, basically, this stage, this level of stage moment that you have here, I want to see your improvement on your drawing skills. Remember that, okay? I didn't ask much. Okay, don't stress out yourself, oh, right, okay, it's too hard. If your parents look at your drawings there, okay, this is my drawing here, okay? Layman, right, okay, layman. Normally people say, hey, this one also you cannot draw. There's a layman. Uncle, auntie, right? And grandpa, and like when they saw this kind of drawings there, you cannot draw this one. But the question is, right, if someone actually asks you like that, well, right, how actually you're going to explain back at it? Can you explain to your someone again, right? When they saw this kind of drawing, is that right? How are you going to explain to them? When they say it's quite hard there. When they say to you there, oh, this kind of drawing also you can draw. This one, here's chincha, chincha, that one, right? How actually you going to explain? You know how to explain that to them? And one thing, if your parents look at those drawings there, okay, and they hey, this kind of drawing also you cannot draw, to say that. How are you going to explain them?
It's just a sketch.
Yeah. You know how actually I'm going to explain. Pa, can you take this pen? Can you draw like that? Simple. Can you draw like that? When people say it's easy, they're likely to draw like that. Not me, like because I'm teaching you guys, right? Because I can draw that, right? That gesture line. But layman, that means the normal person lah, who actually didn't actually attend these courses there, okay? And they start to complain. Okay? When you say it's quite hard, right? I know it's quite hard, okay, for the zero knowledge person, but you can train yourself there. Like play badminton there, okay? But you ask them already, first time play badminton, become Chong Wei, can become Chong Wei, is it? Anyone can become Chong Wei for 1 or 2 exercise there. 1 or 2 weeks only training. You will become Chong Wei, Lee Chong Wei. Can you become a Chong Wei, Wan Ching? Train only 1 or 2 days there.
Cannot.
Can.
Cannot.
Why? Why cannot there, right? 1 or 2 days, say badminton only, right? You can actually play there, right? Can you become a world champion like Chong Wei? Of course, no, they're right. Because why? Because the training itself there, you have to train with the best there. We never know how much time that Chong Wei cried, right? Okay? Because of on his trainings there, okay? He's really stressed out there, okay? But he pushed a bit more and more further from there, right? We never know that, okay? What the hardness kind of things, that difficulty that he faced there. Same goes to you guys right now. Okay, this is early stage there. But if you don't follow exactly what I told you, Paymin is a different case. I know she can do better than this. But I want to push her a bit more. Some of you guys also, like Marisa, some of the guys also there, okay? I push them a bit more further. And I see it's a lot of improvements there. One of the reasons I did all this stuff because I want you guys to be more better than me. Simple as that. I want you to be more better than me. I want you guys to be more successful than me. I make a living with this. I want you guys to be more successful than me. Not on this level of careers only. Whatever that you do in the futures there, okay? You have to work hard on it. And you have to understand what basically you are going to challenge yourself to develop those kind of understanding there. Right. Run a business also you have to understand how to strategize your kind of management there, right? Okay? Your kind of efforts from there. Same goes to the training that we have here. But the point is right now, I'll give you guys a very simple task. Gesture line drawing and sketch line drawing has to be improved. Okay? So train yourself from now on. You have 5 weeks to improve. And we are going to go through with the second and the third assignments in a short time. All right? By hook or by crooks, week 10, we are going to focus on these 2 assignments at the same time. Right? The prop and also the final assignments together. So make sure you have complete your first assignments character design. If you have not complete or you have still developing along the way, but use the gesture style sketch exercise to develop your ideas there first. Train yourself to change the way you draw. Don't go back into the old methods there. Okay? I believe Paymin, if she follow exactly what I told and develop and combine all the knowledge that she has, she can do more better and faster. Okay, Paymin? And the
Okay.
rest of you, okay? So Matthew, right? I can remember the whole of you guys. Okay, I never look at watching works yet, right? Jaga there, right? All right. It's a very good privilege. Okay, if I can remember you guys, if I comment a bit on you guys, okay, don't take too personal there. Remember that, right? Okay? It's all about your development. Okay? So make sure that guys, okay, Matthew, improve back, okay? I can see some of you guys also have been shared with me there, okay, on the works there. So if I give you guys very strong kind of comment, take it as a challenge to improve. That's why subscribe my channels there. Right, you guys have around 140 something there. Right now only 60, right? I don't know who is it, right? I don't care, but I want to make sure that everyone has reviewed my works, my demonstrations, right? To improve yourself. Okay, guys, any questions there? Don't worry about your marks there. If you don't submit in the right way, yes, you fail. Simple as that. If you complete your works and you follow according to what I show, and I can see your efforts from there, you won't be able to fail. Normally, people who lazy and give a lot of excuses, they actually the one who fail. Right? Because I've seen some of your friends only submit, we need 10 drawings, they submit 2 only. That one is actually from week 2 or 3 exercise. So you don't actually follow instructions there. When you go to exam, if you don't actually follow the instructions and you write a wrong kind of answer there, right, you can get marks on that. All right. Logic there. It's a logic there, right? Same goes to this drawing exercise there. It's not subjective there. It's objective there. If I say 10 drawings, if you do more, better there. What with this quality and efforts there, right? Don't do only chincha just to complete the works there. It's not worth it, trust me. Because next semesters are going to be more challenging because we have to play with some colors there, we're going to play with some textures there, right? Okay. Even though I'm using almost the same tools, creativities will challenge your way of working. Creativity is there, not the tools there. We're not relying on the tools there. Okay? We're relying on our creativities that work. How to develop those creativities? Develop the right kind of techniques from now on. Okay, guys? Okay, Teletubbies? All right. So thank you very much for having me today.
Teacher, you
So hopefully you
haven't taken
guys
my
will
attention.
yes,
You haven't taken my attention.
your attendance.
Ah,
This one.
yeah. Okay. Thank you.
Next time check back again.
Okay.
Uh, don't forget to subscribe, okay? Subscribe, okay, as soon as possible there. I want to see you review those works there. I want to see that, okay? All the efforts that I did right now will be reviewed, right? from this kind of what we call that demonstrations there. And you can write down some of the comment also there, right? Okay. Remember, okay, everything we have record, right? Don't find any excuses and don't actually try to find some sort of methods, right? But just to say that you want to blame other people's day, because normally we can record all these kind of things and you need to blame on other people's day. Okay, for example, some people actually give a lot of bad comment, okay, because there's a lot of activities there, normal thing there, right? Okay? I really talk straight to you guys there, right? Okay? If I don't straight talk to you guys, okay, you won't be able to listen. Those other things. This is a normal thing happens there, okay? Because I treat all the students like the kids there, like the children there. Simple as that. Okay? So if I don't treat you guys like my kids, like my children there, okay? I don't care about what happens there. You submit there. Okay? You fail there, okay? I don't care. The problem is I will face you guys again for the future semesters there. You cannot run away from me unless I'm going to different worlds there, right? Or you go also into different worlds there. Difference there, right? But right now, we will see each other, okay? Normally, okay? Generally, okay? So that means you will face the same methods there, the same kind of situations there, okay? So improve back again and think about the futures there. All right, thank you very much. Have a nice day and all the best. Good luck with your works and keep in touch with our Google Classroom. Thank you very much. Have a nice day, guys.
Thank you.
Welcome back.
Thank you,
Thank
sir.
you, sir.